I imagine you all have heard that refined sugar isn't good for you. I mean, really. I don't think any of us drink a soda or eat a package of Skittles expecting to get any nutritional benefits from it. So if we know refined sugar is not good for us and it's just empty calories, then why do we consume it daily? I know what you're thinking. It tastes so good. Well, it's also very addicting. So my goal today is to convince you to cut the refined sugars out of your diet. Scary thought, I know, but I promise you'll be glad you did. Don't worry, I won't just convince you to cut it out of your diet, then leave you on your own to quit your sugar addiction. That would be cruel. Well, I will share some simple steps that you can follow to eliminate that deadly white substance from your body. So you might be asking, what's the big deal? A soda here, a cupcake there, won't really make that much of a difference to my health. Well, this is what I used to think until a friend of mine shared the book, The Sugar Addict's Total Recovery Program. It's written by Dr. Kathleen D. Mason. I learned a lot about how sugar acts like a drug in your body. It affects the same brain chemicals in your body that morphine and heroin do. So through more research, I also learned that excessive intake of sugar is being linked to many common sicknesses like obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, tooth decay, skin breakouts, depression, and even cancer. The American Heart Association says that women shouldn't consume more than 6 teaspoons of sugar a day, and men no more than 9. Well, thanks to the food industry, 80% of all the foods in the grocery store are laced with some type of sugar additive. So most Americans are consuming way more than just the recommended limit. Did you know 1 can of soda alone has 10 teaspoons of sugar in it? So too much sugar will suppress your immune system. Studies have showed a 50% drop in the ability of white blood cells to engulf bacteria or fight against germs up to 5 hours after consumption. So the last thing you want to do when you're fighting off a cold or suffering from an illness is to eat a sugary treat. You're in essence taking away your body's natural ability to fight against disease. Lewis Cantley, the Harvard professor and head of the Beth Israel Deaconess Cancer Center, says, quote, "When we eat or drink sugar, it causes a sudden spike in the hormone insulin, which can serve as a catalyst to fuel certain types of cancer," end quote. So the effects of sugar affects everyone. Dr. Robert Lustig, a professor of clinical pediatrics in the Division of Endocrinology in California, he shared a lot of scary facts about sugar. And he has a documentary on YouTube that you can watch. It's called Sugar, the Bitter Truth. But one thing he mentioned in that documentary that I personally found disturbing was to learn that baby formula contains corn syrup and other refined sugars. Similac Isomil contains 43.2% corn syrup and 10.3 fructose. Dr. Lustig calls this the baby milkshake. So sad to think that many of us who are trying to give our baby a nutritional and healthy start to life might not be as healthy as we had thought. Well, as I started reading and learning more about the dangers of refined sugar in the body, I started listing some of my own symptoms that I thought could possibly be tied to eating sugar. And just some of them were weight gain, sluggish feeling, especially in the morning. I had low energy throughout the day and definitely had mood swings, some depression, and colds that were occurring every month, it seemed like. So I decided to take the plunge, and I went completely cold turkey from all the sugary snacks I was eating. So that meant no more soda, no more late night runs to the gas station for a candy bar. I know you all do that. And no more of my favorite peach cobbler pie. And I'll be honest, the first 3 days were awful. I experienced what I think would be the same symptoms of going off alcohol or any other drug. I did get the shakes, and the cravings were intense. And I imagine I probably wasn't the happiest person to be around at the time. Just ask my husband. But it did get a lot easier, and the cravings subsided, and I found myself enjoying healthier food choices. And when I did eat something that has sugar in it, I could tell right away because I would start to get a headache. It was like my brain was trying to warn me of the substance that had just entered my body. So some of the things I noticed from cutting the sugar out of my diet was my mood swings subsided. I felt less irritable. I lost 20 pounds. My skin cleared up, and I immediately started having so much more energy. I no longer needed a nap during the day, and when others were getting colds or other sicknesses in the house, it didn't seem to bother me as much. So obviously, refined sugar isn't going to go away anytime soon. It's still out there, tempting us and stimulating our pleasure center of our brain. So though I tried the cold turkey approach to cutting out sugar, that might not be the best choice for you. So I highly recommend you read Dr. Mason's book, and it's called The Sugar Addict's Total Recovery Program. And in it, she will give you 7 steps to take to cut the sugar out of your diet. And these steps can be done at your own pace and comfort level. The most important thing, though, that I learned was to keep a journal. Write down daily what you ate and how you're feeling. It will help you to recognize how sugar is affecting your moods and your overall well-being. In her book, she also talks about why eating breakfast every day is so important to cutting out sugar and how adding protein and complex carbohydrates to every meal eases sugar cravings. So just don't take my word for it. Challenge yourself. Try giving up sugar for just a month. Keep a journal. See if you feel better after the change. Don't just eat something because it says it has added fiber or vitamins or low in calories. Read the labels. See what you are really eating. Eat more of the foods God intended for us to eat. His natural foods from the earth, fresh fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. If after a month you do not see a difference in your health, then by all means, go back to your old eating habits. But I'm almost certain, though, that won't be the case. So do this for yourself. Set an example for your family as well. Life is meant to be enjoyed, but it's hard to be happy or enjoy life when you're feeling sick, tired, and run down. So make a goal today to change the way you look at sugar and put a greater priority on your health and your quality of life. Thanks for listening.